But did that grant you access to the film preemptively?
No, so it's actually a very unique, like different sort of situation. So, my editor, Andrew Marino, who's awesome guy, like love working with him, he came to me and said, like, hey, I want to do a prequel series to The Flash, the movie that's coming out. Would you be interested? And I'll be honest, like when he asked me, like I was very forthcoming and like I don't like a lot of like prequel like movie tie-in prequel stuff. So I was like, if I do this, like I'd like to do a very different take on it, where instead of just doing scenes that lead up to the movie or just doing stuff from the movie that's already been teased, like I want to do like a big evergreen Flash story that like old fans would love because they love the early days of the character, or new fans who've never read a Flash book could pick up and get to know this version of the Flash. So he was all on board. That was the same sort of thing he was thinking of. So knowing a little bit of just like the general premise of the movie, I came up with three stories, three deluxe one shots that were they built off of each other, but you wouldn't have to necessarily read them in that order. I came up with three stories about him learning and developing his powers because in the previous films, this version of the Flash we'd only seen had really learned how to use the speed and like hadn't learned how to do like phasing or being able to change his body density with like the Mach punch or being able to leave after images, like a lot of the fun stuff that Flash usually uses against the rogues. He hadn't developed yet. So this story was supposed to be and to show like how as a character he's grown between the movies that we've seen and the movie coming out to where he's like a full-fledged hero.